Okay, hey! No paparazzi.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Candied sweet potatoes.
Sweet. And Brenna and
Brandon and Ruby.
the dogs are freaking out when they hear your truck.
I was giving
Sorry,
her,
we're filming
I was
today.
giving her beans.
Your toes popping out.
That's how I do with your hugs. I do it like this. We do bro hugs, we do shoulder hugs, we do just like.
You look so cute. Thank you. You look cute. I can't remember the password.
Bro.
I probably can share it.
Say hi, everybody. Say Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
That was the weakest Happy Thanksgiving ever.
I went all out.
I've been trying to find a thicker 55-gallon drum that I could turn into a trash incinerator. And now that I've found one, I'm not sure if I have the heart to cut this thing up because this is an old one. This is an old oil drum. So this is probably an old rental barrel, I would guess, that would have been on exchange back in the old days. This is a Shell oil, and you can get a serial number on it, so I'm assuming that's what it was. And again, I've been looking for a barrel that's thicker than your standard 55-gallon drums, and they're hard to find. But this one is so thick that I'm tempted not to cut it up. These old barrels like this are just getting harder and harder to find, but I need it, and frankly, this will probably be the last burn barrel I ever build because it's so thick. So I first need to make sure I don't get blown up doing this. So I need to very carefully with my jigsaw cut the top off this thing, and then I'll probably introduce some sort of a flame of some kind just to make sure that I don't get injured doing this. So, but it smells pretty wet in this tank, so I really don't think it's gonna do anything, but better to be safe than sorry. That's how thick that is. That's probably 14 gauge maybe. That is a package of bottle rockets when my oldest son Rhett bought his little Nissan truck For some reason, there was like 10,000 of these bottle rockets, and I'm not crazy about shooting them off up here. But this is a good opportunity to let a couple off. So I cut the legs off the bottle rockets, so hopefully they stay in the burn barrel. But what I'm going to try to do, light the bottle rockets, put it in the burn barrel, and I put a little bit of cardboard in there just to get it going. Before I weld on that thing, I want to burn a fire in it. I want to know for sure that it's not going to explode. There is a residue of oil on the inside of it, so I need to get rid of that. So I'm going to try to light a couple of these, drop it in there, get away from it, and hopefully it catches fire. It's as good a time as any to get rid of the rest of these bottle rockets, but it's barely burning in there, which means there's enough moisture, enough water in there to keep that last little bit of oil from exploding. So I'm probably okay to weld on it. So I'm going to let it burn down. Then I'm going to start the process of building this thing. You better just do them all at once. The part you started. Get back. Ah! Come over here. That's why I took the sticks off. There you go. That's all the excitement. Let's see, you go like this. You get all your fingers. All right. Oh, there's another one. All right, that means success. Nobody got hurt. And all the fun stuff.
Why is it doing that?
I put some trash in it to burn the oil out of the bottom of it. There's a little bit of residue in the bottom, and I didn't want to weld on it until it was all gone.
Oh.
Cool? Later, homie.
Later.
Later, bro. Love you, buddy. Love you.
No, it doesn't come out. So does he. That's really sad. No, that's okay. No, that's okay.
Who's saying that? Here. Our Heavenly Father, for this day, we thank you for the opportunity that we have. Thanksgiving.
Wait, what is that called? Like, where was I?
I don't know.
Chris, we barely
there's dinner for the next week.
For the last 4 years, we have separated what can be burned and burned our trash as opposed to hauling it to town and putting it in a landfill. My goal is to have a much more efficient burn barrel when we're finished here. The old Viasat satellite dish was the perfect shape for the lid. I prefer burning our trash here at the homestead as opposed to hauling it to the landfill, but of course it would be nice if less plastic ended up in the burn barrel. If single-use plastic products were immediately removed from the planet, I would happily be one of those first adapters trying to figure out how to live life without those plastics. But I'm telling you, if this happens, it's going to be a great inconvenience for you and me both. I'm hoping that the new incinerator burns much hotter and much faster than the old burn barrel. All right, so I cut all those holes for a little bit of air. And I don't know that I need any more than that. The next step is I'm going to cut a port for the weed burner and then also for the blower. If I build this thing right, when trash has to be burned, it should burn much faster, much hotter, and much cleaner. I'm going to use some lightweight pipe for the chimney on the incinerator. As far as our trash is concerned, we separate anything out that could be composted or fed to animals first. After that, we separate out the metal and the glass, which we do haul to town. Most everything else gets burned. I use a propane weed burner to get the trash started, and then it burns itself out. This lightweight metal doesn't take a weld so good, but it should do the job. Once the fire gets started, I will introduce a little bit of air, And my hope is that that rocket effect will take over and burn that trash very clean and fast, with very little ashes left behind. Our county recently made a trash can available to us if we wanted one. They said they'd put one at the end of our road, which would basically be the last place a garbage truck could get to. I said no thanks. We'd take care of it here. The trash left behind from human life, unfortunately, is another one of these inconvenient truths that we rarely like to talk about. Because whether it's in a landfill or in a burn barrel or on a barge being shipped to another country, none of it seems to be very pretty. Unfortunately, most of the plastic products that we go out of our way to recycle rarely end up getting recycled. This is another one of the inconvenient truths that nobody likes to talk about. This is what's left over after burning whatever trash we may have. I usually go through it with a rake and pick up any metals or anything that may have been missed. But now we should have less ashes.
Let's get the flames going a little bit.
I'm going to put this magical flames thing into our fire so we can change the colors of our fire. Oh, Callie, come here. That's okay.
What's in it?
That's a good one.
You can kind of see it. No, that is so good. You can.
When the kids get home from school, they usually have to bring in 2 armloads of firewood in, and that will typically last us another night. Do you guys like bringing in firewood?
No.
No? You don't like it?
No.
Keeps us warm, but it's got to be done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're good fire starters, aren't we?
Me.
You're a good fire starter? Callie? So this should last us a day or 2, right? Then we'll be out here reloaded again. Yeah, thanks for your help. Love you guys.
Me too. Once we put it on.
Okay, Callie, let's see if we can do this.